Let's continue. You return shoes that hurt to get $7 back and spend $9 on a One Direction t-shirt. So if you get $7 back, that's a positive 7, but then you've spent $9, so that is subtracting 9. I actually have spent more than I have, so that would be more negatives than positives. So I have 7, and then I spent $9, and what do I end up with? I actually end up in debt $2. You get a store refund for $5 and you spend $7. So once again, I get $5, but I end up spending more money than I have, and I am in debt $2 right there. You win $6 in the class contest, but your friend Phineas takes $2 away from you. So you have $6, but then you end up getting $2 taken away from you. Your friend isn't a good friend, is he? And now you have only $4 left. You owe your friend Lala $9, and your other friend Paloosa hands you $5. And so here we have a debt of $9, but then your really good friend Paloosa just gives you $5 just because. You still owe more than you have, so now you're only in debt $4. So now what we want to do is we want to look at all of the equations that we represented, and we want to see if we notice any patterns. Let's take a look at both numbers positive and both numbers negative. Do you notice anything that you do with whenever it's both numbers positive and both numbers negative? If you notice that when both numbers are positive, all you have to do is just add them and you get a total. Let's look at the negatives as well. If I have both numbers negative, if I just add the numbers themselves, then my total is negative. Not only that, all of my negative answers are negative. All of my positive answers are positives. So when you are adding positives, then you just get more positives. When you're adding negatives, you just get more negatives. Your answers are always going to be negative. But what if I have integers that are different? So I have positive here and a negative here and a positive here and a negative. But in this case, in each time, the positives are more than the negatives. What happens with your answer? Your answer always ends up positive because you began with more positives. And so if you have more positives than negatives, you're going to end up with positives. But what happens with the numbers themselves? What are you doing with those actual numbers? You're not adding them, even though it says to add, you're actually subtracting the numbers. And then let's look at this last example. If I have more negatives than positives, notice that my negative integers, there are more of them than the positives. There's negative 12 and there's a positive 9. There's negative 7 and a positive 5. Negative 9 and a positive 5. What do I notice with all of my answers? They all end up being negative because I have more negatives than I do positives, so I'm going to end up with a negative answer. But not only that, am I adding these numbers together? I'm not adding them together. I'm actually subtracting the numbers. What's the difference between 12 and 9? 3. The difference between 7 and 5? 2. And the difference between 9 and 5? 4. And so whenever you have different signs, you find that you're going to subtract your integers. Whenever you have the same signs, they're both positive or they're both negatives, you're going to add your integers.